Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ashley. Today I have a fun card for you. I will explain the concept of this card in a moment, but what I'm going to be using is the Bunny Burrow Stamp set and die set from the new release, and also the Summertime Sips die set from the June release. So if you've been watching my videos lately, I've used the Summertime Sips die set quite often. This card is the last one in that series of using the Summertime Sips die set. So let me explain the concept to you now. So I went ahead and used some darker browns and blacks and just splattered it all over the outside frame part of that die to make it look like muddy or dirty. So the concept for this card is from my childhood. So, and I'm sure a lot of you had the same experience. So when we were kids, we would find little bugs out in the yard and we want to, look at them for a while. So we'd kind of find something to make a little bug house, and we try to make a little habitat for them. I'd put grass in there and some pebbles in there and a dandelion or something. So this was kind of my thought process with this, creating a little kind of bug habitat, bug house in a cup, which I would often use to hold my little bugs that I would look at. And I was such an animal lover that I would usually let the little bugs go. So what I'm doing here is ink blending from lightest to darkest, kind of making it look like dirt again. And that top little part I kind of kept tumbled glass blue. It's really hard to see here because it's really bright, but it is tumbled glass blue. Then I went ahead and sprayed it down with some water, dried it with my heat gun just to give it some more texture. So that's where I'm at right now. So next, the pieces that I'm using are from the Bunny Burrow stamp set. This is a brand new stamp set. Such fun images in this set. It is my favorite. So I had already kind of colored and cut out all of these images, and a lot of times I'll do that. I'll just stamp out everything from the set and color it in, and then use some pieces, and then I save some pieces. So these were all the saved pieces. So I'm just kind of going ahead and starting to layer it down. I put the worm down in the bottom of the dirt, and then I'm putting all these little flowers and clover all in a row next to each other. And I'm just using some liquid Zig glue pen for this part, and a tweezer. It's helpful. And once I have all of those laid down, then I'm going to use some pop dots to bump up the sentiment right in front of that. And I'm popping up everything but the flowers, so this way you kind of don't see my uneven edging too of how the flowers are all laying, and it still has a sentiment in the card. So next I'm putting the little bee up at the top, so that's kind of why I made it look blue at the top, so it looked like the bee could be flying and not just like crawling around in the dirt. And then I put the little ladybug at the top of the dirt so it can be walking around. And so that's kind of the base of the card. I also added some pebbles too, because I did that when I was little. So next I am taking the Summertime Sips die set and just the outside die and cutting out a card base for this. If you are wondering how to do this, check out my iced coffee video, and that I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. And that I show exactly how to make this. Super easy, super simple, and a lot of fun. So again, I'm going in with my Zig glue pen all along the edges and gluing that on my card base. By the way, this Bunny Burrow stamp set goes perfectly with the Mouse House stamp set. It would be fun to coordinate a card together. I have something in the works for the future to use both of those stamp sets in one card layout. So stay tuned for that idea. I haven't made it yet, but it's an idea that I'm going to be working on. So anyways, if you have the Mouse House stamp set, I would definitely pick up the Bunny Burrow one because they just go so great together. You can mix and match all the images. Alright, so I am inlaying the main part of the card into the card base. It fits right in there perfectly. And once that is down, I am going to put the lid on. I die cut out the lid with vellum. And then this is a vellum adhesive that I'm using. I'm sorry, I kind of do a little bit of this at the edge of the camera. I was just, I guess, too into it and didn't pay attention to what I was doing. So that vellum adhesive sticks great. I put a little bit of it off the card and a little bit on the card. That's how it stays on the best and looks most like a cup. So there we have it. That is the card. See how it opens and closes? So lastly, I like to take a white Jelly Roll pen and just add some details, just give it a little bit more dimension. It's fun. It gives it a little bit something extra, I think. I started doing this more so on all my cards, I would say about 6-7 months ago, and I just really like how those cards turned out. So this is the card for the day. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it brought back some childhood memories for yourself. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also give it a like. Let me know if you did this as a child, saved bugs in a little homemade bug house. Please be sure to like and subscribe to Trinity Stamps channel as well if you have not already, for lots of crafty inspiration. And have a wonderful day. Bye.